Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong says Singapore would like to take its relations with China to the next level. The world's second largest economy is looking to implement policies for a new phase of development after concluding its political meetings and a 5-yearly reshuffle of its leadership. PM Lee made that comment after wrapping up the first part of a 6-day trip to the country. CNA's Elvis Xiong reports.
It's the first time Singapore Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong is meeting China's Guangdong Party Secretary Huang Kunming. Mr. Lee says he's had a very good visit to Guangzhou, and the reception has been warm despite the rainy weather. During his 3 days here, Mr. Lee met with fellow Singaporeans, visited the China-Singapore Guangzhou Knowledge City, and a restoration project in the city's old town. He says these have given him a good sense of the developments and changes that have taken place since his last visit to Guangzhou in 2014. Mr. Lee's visit to China comes as the country wrapped up an all-important twice-a-decade Communist Party Congress last year, as well as its annual parliamentary meeting earlier this month. These saw Chinese President Xi Jinping secure an unprecedented third term at the helm, as well as the completion of a reshuffle of the country's top leadership.
Our relations with China overall are very good, and we would like, now that China has completed its 20th Party Congress in Liaohui and is pushing forward with new policies for the next phase, to take our relations up to the next level.
Mr. Huang, the party's former propaganda chief, was appointed as Guangdong's party secretary last year. The southern province has traditionally been China's economic powerhouse. Its total GDP reached about $1.9 trillion last year. Mr. Huang says the focus is on strengthening the province's real economy, such as in manufacturing, as well as solving the problem of imbalance between urban and rural areas and regions. He adds that Guangdong will further strengthen exchanges and cooperation with Singapore.
在改革开放的进程当中，广东的各个城市，包括广州、深圳，城市建设规划、经济发展、航运、工业制造、金融各方面，都向新加坡学习借鉴了不少好的经验。我们将继续向新加坡学习好的经验和做法。
PM Lee points out that the Singapore delegation this time includes quite a few ministers, adding that they look forward to substantive outcomes from this trip, which includes meetings with President Xi and Chinese Premier Li Qiang. With the first leg of his visit to China now wrapped up, PM Lee next heads to Bo'ao in Hainan province, a tropical island in the south of China. He's expected to attend the Bo'ao Forum, China's answer to the Davos World Economic Forum. At the annual economic event, also in attendance will be China's new Premier Li Qiang, who's expected to give a speech which will be closely watched as China looks to reboot its economy following the COVID-19 pandemic. Also amid a backdrop of geopolitical tensions, including the Ukraine war and a deepening rivalry between China and the US. Olivia Xiong, CNA, Guangzhou.